Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Jordan Fisher.
I'm Tim and Tapman.
I'm Cypher PK, and this is the May Contain.
The May Contain.
The May Contain Action podcast.
Available on Apple, Spotify, Google Play, and more.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the May Contain Action podcast, where your two favorite people talk about content, pop culture, gaming, and other random subjects with your favorite people, which is definitely a typo in our intro.
With
Thank
some
you,
of
Trevor.
their and your
Thank you.
favorite people. That easy.
It's just so bad. It doesn't
Read
even
what
need
I
to-
wrote. All right. Thank you.
Some of our favorite people. And I totally nailed that intro. I'm one of your hosts, Paul, aka ActionJaxon. My co-host is world-renowned pitcher, future Hall of Famer, 2.2 millionaire, at least when the season starts back up again. I am Trevor May. Trevor May.
That's me. Just saying, the chances of me getting my full contract are zero now. Thank you, Paul, for bringing that up again.
Not a problem. We're all struggling. Anyway, now to introduce our very, very special guest. He's the tallest member of the mod. The mod? The mod. I'm crushing this intro today. Literal human giraffe and super nice guy. Classify, everybody.
Woo! You can come in now, Classy.
Come on in the room.
Hey, what's good? Gentlemen.
Literal human giraffe. I wrote that in 1 second ago.
Man. Us long necks always getting slandered, bro.
You and scissors, dude. You and scissors.
Oh,
Bro,
gosh,
oh,
scissors.
God.
That dude's got a heck of a long neck.
I mean, if we have him on, that's all we're going to talk about.
Oh, I know. I love it. Mhm.
Dude.
People
up,
always
dude?
be calling us out.
How's the mob house doing in this whole quarantine?
If I thought it was dirty before, shit, now that we're all stuck inside, it's something, I'll tell you that. It's fun, though. Everyone's bored. Well,
Yeah.
just like everyone else.
Yeah,
which is why you agreed to the podcast. So
It's so weird that
Well.
I'm not bored at all. Like, I was born for this. I'm not bored at all. I'm having a blast.
dude, I feel personally, I'm exhausted. I feel like I have so much going on. It's
Me
been
too.
nonstop, dude.
Me too.
I'm almost like, man, I would love a day off. Like,
I said the words to somebody today. They go, "Hey, what's your schedule look like?" I go, "I'm booked solid till next Thursday, but after that, let's have a chat." And I was like, "What? That's in a week."
it's
What?
true. It's true. Yeah.
I used to be able to be like, I got baseball. I can't talk. Like, I had an excuse. Now I don't.
No, it's
Literally
bad.
nothing happening.
Literally,
Yeah.
the only excuse you have now is, oh shit, we can't hang out. We got to stay quarantined.
Yeah, dang it.
Oh, no.
Oh, that sucks.
I hear you, but instead I'm going to order food to my own house and I'm going to be here eating it. And then you can do whatever you're doing over there. How's
Yeah.
that sound? All right, good.
Oh,
yeah. I know it's not quite what you wanted to do, but it's close.
Dude,
So
so as far as you mentioned, obviously being at the house. So today, just a really quick story. So right now I'm drinking a little something for those listening. I'm drinking a little adult beverage. I made a little concoction
Oh, that's
Uh,
sick. That's my favorite drink.
at home. Yeah, a little concoction. It is it's in a Moscow Mule cup, but it's not actually a Moscow Mule. But it's like Crown Royal vanilla whiskey, peanut butter whiskey, and
Peanut butter.
peanut butter whiskey. Yeah. So vanilla, peanut butter whiskey, and then Frangelico.
What the hell? My
hazelnut
furniture just started floating.
liqueur. I'm assuming.
liqueur. Little almond milk. Dude, it's outstanding. It's really good. Anyway, the point is, my wife was like, I'm gonna order some wine and like some alcohol, like to get it delivered to the house. I'm like, okay, that sounds pretty good. I'm like, sure, let's do that. Bro, she ordered it. It got to our house within 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that's the last thing anyone's ordering, too. Those people
It
are like,
was-
please order alcohol.
Dude, it was like instantaneous. I was like, this is amazing.
Never done that before? You never
No.
ordered? Really?
I've never ordered alcohol to the house. I've always ever just gone and picked it up.
Wait, how did they know that you're like of age?
They check your stuff. They check your ID when you get
Oh,
there.
yeah. They check your ID when they come to bring it.
All right, so let me get this straight. What if you just order it and you don't have an ID, so they just have to return it? Like,
Yep. They go back with it. Yep.
They just gotta go
my
back.
God.
But
probably
the thing
still
is, they
charge you
charge you.
something.
Yeah, they charge you a shit ton. Like it's not cheap to get it delivered, and so they keep the delivery fee. So in the end, like
Yeah.
they just don't make the money on the alcohol. So they
think
come
they
out
probably-
on top either way.
Still keep the tip too, I would imagine.
Yeah, no, they keep everything.
Yeah.
It's your fault. It's not their fault.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, I think anyone that's been doing was drinking in this quarantine. Like, that's the only thing people can do now.
What service do you use?
I don't
Verizon?
even know. What do you use? Classify?
Verizon? Wait, what?
No, not your phone service. The delivery service. Like, who do you use?
Oh,
I'm a Verizon customer, Trevor. I use Verizon. They have the best goddamn network in the country.
I use Verizon, bro.
yes. What service do you use? I'm like, I don't know. I'll tell him, I guess.
John Mellencamp, dude. I'm so excited for this class. I gotta be honest, Classy. I'm excited to have you on, dude. We had Ava. We got dude. I mean, we're ending with Frosty. That's for sure. Mako's next.
my gosh.
No, but what's it called? I honestly, I kind of just bounce around. Like, I use Grubhub. Then the one service I never use, like ever, is Uber Eats. I don't know why. I just don't. I think it's because they always send me an ad saying you have $100 off like delivery fees, and they send it to me without me even requesting anything. And I'm like, if they're sending it, that there's something fishy here. Just giving me $100 on free delivery.
I'm gonna be honest.
You don't take it? What?
No.
At first, Uber Eats didn't come to your door. You had to go meet the car.
Yeah, no.
So
DoorDash,
I used to never do
DoorDash
it
is
because
nice.
of that.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean you're bringing me food because I don't want to leave my house and I'm wearing an adult onesie, so I don't want to go out and meet you outside. Come to my door so only you see me.
I felt that, bro. No, it's like really like not. It's kind of like selfish, but if they call me and they're like, "I'm outside your house," I'm like, "Why are you calling me? Like, just put the food next to the door."
Yeah,
and that's
out of
it.
here.
Yeah.
Like they want me
Knock
to
and
walk.
run.
Yeah, no, I'm
Your
going.
job is done.
Exactly. Yeah. I actually don't. Yeah, I don't really like. It sounds really first world. It's very first. But like, if you're delivering food to me, and I have a doorbell, like come up to the house. This is before Corona. Come up to the house and like knock on the door, ring the doorbell. Like, I don't need you to call me from the driveway. Like, hey, I'm here. Like, it's not a date. Like, just come up and knock on the door. I'll know you're here when you knock. I don't know. I just think it's a little ridiculous.
For as long as we lived in this house, I actually have like a really like strict rule that I put on the DoorDash note. I'm like, can you? No, I'm being so like, and it actually gets me mad when they don't like listen, like when they don't see it or something. I put don't knock, like please don't knock, just leave food at door, and that's it. That's all I have. So like, most of the time if they do read it, they just kind of leave it there, and I can pick it up at my own like comfort. Like whenever let's say I'm in the bathroom, and I'm like I come out of the bathroom, I pick it up, and then boom, I go.
Or
eat.
you're in the middle of a game.
But
that's
no, that's one of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of the game, and I was streaming the other day, and all I hear is doo, 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 doo. I'm like, I'm like, oh, that's probably a DoorDash dude. It's fine. He'll just leave it after a couple knocks. Then he starts ringing the doorbell. Then he knocked again. I'm like, and keep in mind, I'm like 5 feet from the door. It's right outside my door. But I'm like, I was that petty. I'm that petty.
I'm not going. I'm not doing it. Not giving in.
So I was like, he'll probably go away. I look at my phone, 3 missed phone calls. I'm like, there's no way. This is the most persistent driver I've ever fucking met.
He wants you to have your fish tacos immediately.
Damn, fish tacos, do better.
You're taking this from him.
I played Ringing Around the Rosie with my DoorDash driver the other day.
Did you?
She went all the way up to the 16th floor, gave it to me, and I went all the way down to meet her at the front door. And then she's like, I'm at your door. I'm like, I'm at the door. She's like, no, I'm at your door. I'm like, oh, I'm at the front door. She's okay. Well, I left it, and then we went down other opposite elevators. And I got up to the top, and I missed her. I was like, what the hell? We couldn't even plan this.
She said, I'm at the door. He said, I'm at the door too. Second time.
No, I'm at the door. Oh, okay.
No, the door, the front door. Come on, Corona, what are you doing? You coming into my apartment complex? You're nuts.
Oh God, I would have took your fucking food and left. This man playing too many games for me.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah.
I can't. Well, classified. I kind of switch gears back to you and away from food delivery.
We'll get back there, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure we will. Because the freaking got it. Was it Postmates? It was Postmates. Anyway, I hate Postmates. That's beside the point. The point is, we want to know more about you, Classify. So we want to know, first and foremost, why are you called Classify? Where does that name come from? Where did you get it? Where did it start?
I'm gonna be honest. I was on Xbox. Like the first ever game I ever got was Black Ops 2 on PS3. And my friend was like, "You got to make a gamer tag, bro." And I was like, and I was really new to this because I wasn't too long in America. I was like maybe like 5 years, but like I didn't really know. Like I didn't play online games at all. So this is the first game I'm ever playing. So I'm like, oh, I gotta make a gamer tag. And then obviously I'm going for like the easy things. I'm like devil or something, and it's taken because obviously like everyone already has it. I mean,
devil, dude.
Whoa!
I mean, whatever, just like random like
get something dope. Got something cool. Something like, remember Avalanche said he was like, "Yo, I need something like a force of nature." So he's Avalanche devil.
So I was like trying to get something cool, and everything was taken. So I'm like, fuck it, nuclear_speedy69. That was my first game.
Of course you did.
That was my first gamer tag. So and then from there I went on Xbox because I was a really big, because I started on COD, like I said, like Black Ops 2, and I was like a really big COD kid. So when COD, I was trying to become competitive. So like when competitive went on Advanced Warfare, I think it went on Xbox from PS3. So I was like, oh, okay, I gotta go on Xbox now. So I went on Xbox. The gamer tag did get better. It was like a lowercase O, then a capital blood.
Snap.
No, yeah, it was like a lowercase O and an O blood. So I was like, that's not that bad.
Oh,
nice. Blood. Okay, that's tough, dude.
No, yeah, that was like the trend back then. Like you had like a little O in front of your name, and then whatever your name was. And then
all right.
Love it. And then when I went on PS4,
Classify yet?
We're getting there. So
tell the whole story, dude.
So then competitive went back to PS4, and that's when I made I was like, damn, I need a new gamer tag, because PS3, like I was like, I'm not trying to be nuclear_speedy69 again.
Smart.
So I was trying to get like a good gamer tag. I'm like, I put down, I'm not even joking, I literally sat down with a pen and paper, and I just started writing like anything that sounded cool, like Volsify, like eruption, like just random shit, literally just random shit. And I'm like Classify. It was Classify with 2 Y's and 1 S.
Ooh,
and I'm like, because the original word was taken. So I was like, you know what? That kind of looks like, it doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty nice. Because 2 Y's look kind of like, it didn't look that bad. So I'm like, I think I'll just make it that. And that from there on, like everything, like I just kind of went by as Classify. But like a side story, my Twitter that was probably the most elite thing that I got so lucky. Back then, like I said, like I was playing COD, and I was streaming to like 2 viewers, 3 viewers, whatever, every day for like 4 months. And just one random day, and I had Classify on Twitter, like 2 Y's. And one random day, a kid comes into my chat. He's like, yo, you want the original on Twitter @Classify? And keep in mind, I had like maybe like 3,000 Twitter followers back then. I was like really small, and I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, cool. I just yoinked it. I'm like, huh? I'm like, you did what? I'm like, you did what now? And he's like, yeah, you want it for free? I'm like, yeah, sure. That'd be like amazing. And boom, he just kind of gave it to me. And I was like,
my goodness.
No, yeah, I got so lucky with that. And it was really like the original and everything. So I was like, yeah. And I kind of just wanted to Classify from everything else from that.
Yeah, you got to build off that 100%.
Wait, so he did give it to you or didn't give it to you?
No, yeah, he literally, like, keep in mind, I had like 2 to 6 viewers every day, and he was one of the people that just happened to watch me, and he did like that little weird Twitter shit where he would like get the ads, he got it, and then he just gave it to me. I'm like, wow, that was like really random, because it was like an inactive account.
I got you.
Wow.
Okay.
So he grabbed it when he could grab it. That's crazy.
Really random.
That's odd. Like we were talking with American Dad last week, just about how we hate the people that hold on to their Twitter @s for 10 years and never do anything with it, because he's American Dad, some dude who hasn't tweeted since 2009. He's still sitting on it, like he can't get it. So it's good to have a redemption story. You know,
I feel you on that. I feel you a lot. Like
Yeah,
especially on Instagram. That's the last thing. The classified on Instagram. He posted one post in 2018, and the whole year of 2019. I'm like, oh my god, like he's literally inactive. And in his bio, he said active 2018 coming soon. Nothing ever came in 2018. And in this month, I'm like, just when I got my hopes up, in August of 2019, this motherfucker posted one picture and it said, keep calm and be here now. And then he changed his bio to active 2019.
Oh my god, it's like he's toying with you, is what he's doing.
God.
Who the hell is this guy announcing that? Like, who's sitting there like, oh, I can't wait
like,
to make
homie,
a
you're
picture
talking
again.
No, literally. And he changed. The worst part was his bio. He made it from active 2018 to active 2019 and posted one picture. It's 2020. There's still two pictures. One from 2018, one from 2019. I'm kind of just waiting till the summer hits and he's like, active 2020.
Surprise, it's Frosty. Frosty's been doing it the whole time. Frosty owns it.
It's like the most annoying thing.
It was him the whole time.
No, yeah,
That's
Instagram's tough.
It's
Dude,
so
that's
funny
a
that
great story.
I am Trevor May. I think that actually, if I say this, then it won't be. But I guess I'll just say it. I think I can get it on Twitter or Instagram. I'm just too afraid to lose my check for 5 seconds because Instagram is horrible at answering inquiries about this.
Do it. This is taking too long, dude.
Hey, this page is not available.
Dude, I'm Trevor May is not on Instagram. Just take it. Just take it.
No, I know.
Wait,
I can change it in
wait,
the
I was
app. Like
gonna
it's
say,
easy. It
yeah.
takes
I
5
was like,
seconds.
why
The
didn't you
thing
just
is,
make it?
my verification badge will disappear. And I did it on Twitter, and it took like a week to get it back. And I've realized that it was 50% of my self-worth.
A week.
So-
Trevor, 7 days, and you got it back.
Yeah, and Twitter's fast.
Oh my gosh.
Instagram will be like a month.
I was gonna say, I'm like, why don't you just make another email on that so it's still yours?
No, it'll still be mine. The thing is, like all my followers go to, and it'll be my new ad. The thing is, they'll be like, the verification is linked to your literal tag, not your email, to your tag, like to the actual tag TrevMay65. It's linked to that. So it'll go, if I change it, it'll just automatically go away. It's automated. But
I mean, yeah.
No one now they're owned by Facebook, so like it's like trying to get the government to do something. It's awful.
Oh my gosh.
So I have anxiety. I'm sorry. I'm playing with my wedding ring right now. Like super anxious. Like I can't do it.
Just spinning it around.
Oh god. I'm so nervous.
Not sure if I could do it.
All right. Well, but I think we had the conversation in the beginning about delivery service. So I think that's gonna come into play again here, like I said before.
We'll see.
But I have a very important question. I always ask it. I've asked it of every. We change these questions up a little bit, but this one will never change. This one will be every single episode.
Yeah. It's a very important question. It's the basis
Very,
of the
very
entire
important.
podcast.
And I feel like you're going to have a lot to say about this.
What is? Are you
throwing up?
Oh, I choked on water. My bad. Wait, what's the?
You're good, dude. I'll get to the question. You didn't interrupt me at all.
My bad.
This is a different one. We're having a
Are you
different
okay?
episode. Are you
Yeah,
good?
no, I was
You
drinking water and it went down the wrong hole.
Okay,
Pause.
cool. Yeah, I got you. Going
It
down
sounded
the
like
wrong
your
hole.
cat was throwing up in the mic.
No, we're good.
You're good. So,
And
what's
now-
your favorite fast food?
What's my favorite fast food?
Number one fast food. What's your favorite fast food? You drive by, you're like, I'm about to play some freaking Call of Duty. I'm going to play whatever for the next 4 hours. But before, I'm going to
Shake
fuel
Shack.
up with this place. Shake Shack?
Shake Shack, undefeated. Me and
Okay.
Nate Shaw always arguing. He in and out, and I'm like, in and out is trash compared to Shake Shack.
It's different, in my opinion. Still. I feel like this is a mob versus Nate Shot thing. Is it a mob?
This is-
all
It
four of
is.
you?
It really
Yeah.
is. We all
Yeah.
agree. We all agree. None of
entire
us
mob.
even like Shake Shack. Like we love Shake Shack, but I meant like we don't like think it's like. Well, it actually might be the best, honestly. But no, but I mean like we're not like I'll die for it. But when Nate Shot says In and Out is better, that's just disgraceful. It's like an insult
Oh, wow.
to Shake Shack.
Offensive.
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
offended.
We had a
Yeah.
whole video on this. Yeah, I'm defending my title till the end.
Jeez.
It's really good, though.
It
Like
is.
Shake Shack is really good.
No, yeah.
Like it's
Apparently-
like burger patties. Like the
Bro,
cheese are in them.
Bro, their cheese. I don't know what they do with their like patty and cheese. The cheese is amazing. Like their cheese is so good.
I will say their burgers are like bistro quality, really, really good.
Bistro quality. That's a great technical term for it.
Yeah. They're very high quality
I think
burgers.
it's time that we start to give these things technical terms, because I think In-N-Out is a great, like, what do we call places that only have 5 things on their menu?
McDonald's.
But, like-
no, McDonald's actually has a lot.
Yeah, McDonald's. No, I'm saying
Yeah.
like In-N-Out, like the one in the Northwest is called Dick's Drive-In. There's like 4 things. It's like you get a milkshake, you get fries, and you get a burger. That's what you get. In-N-Out's the same thing. Shake Shack's just a little bit higher tier quality wise. So it's like in my brain, I want a different experience for those 2 places. Like In-N-Out's super easy, right? But
There's
like
4
Shake
things
Shack's
on
a
the menu
little bit
right
more
now.
of a thing.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know.
Shake Shack is
quality.
It's a highbrow establishment. Like you go into Shake Shack, it's like
As fast food goes, yes, it's as nice as it gets.
it's as nice as it gets for fast food, for sure. Shake Shack has a high bar for quality.
Other shakes too. Oh, I'm so thirsty for a shake. Oh.
No, yeah, I was like, Shake Shack's just amazing. Like, there's no going wrong with that.
And you said earlier you like Chick-fil-A too, right?
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is really good. Like, but the thing is, I'm not gonna lie, just from living here, I lived in New York City, but like Brooklyn, and there's no Shake Shack or there's no Shake Shack or Chick-fil-A anywhere in my like borough, like my city. But you have to go to Manhattan. Like, you have to go to Manhattan for that, like the actual like city, and it's like a 40-minute drive. So I would maybe have it twice a month, one time. Like, I looked at Shake Shack, yo boys, you want to go to Shake Shack? Everyone's like, yeah, let's go. Like, we never
the whole thing, the whole afternoon. We're gonna spend the whole
it's
afternoon.
literally like that's a hangout. Like, that is a hangout on its own.
Yeah.
And
which one did you go to?
Like,
you remember?
Either one. Wait, what do you mean? Like, either one? I just mean
wait.
like in general. Like, when we hung out, like we would go to either Chick-fil-A or
No. I mean, like which Shake Shack? Because I've
like
spent
an address?
time in Manhattan ordering Shake Shack with Postmates.
Yeah, it was the one near the theater, near the. It was
Like
near
on the south side.
Yeah, it was near like the park.
By Central? By Central Park?
Nah, not by Central Park. But more like in. Wait, I got you right now. I have the little map.
Yeah, hit me with
it was the one. It was the one by. It was the one by. Here we go. Oh, it's down. It's like down. It's like Lower Manhattan.
Okay, Lower Manhattan.
By Tribeca World Trade Center. That one.
So I went there last year because we went and saw Ground Zero and then Shack.
No, yeah, that's the one that's closest to Brooklyn.
Delicious.
No, it's good. It's good.
Dude, it's the same. It's not like you get a drastically different experience.
Yeah.
No, that was
Which
just really
Shake
good.
Shack
That
you
was
go
just really-
to?
That was just
No, yeah, it's elite.
Oh,
I was like,
my.
that one's like next to the
Come on, dude. New York
Oh
City.
my
Come
gosh.
on, Paul. You're a Yankees fan. New York City, dude.
Okay.
Everything in
Okay.
New York City's better.
New York City
Ask
is,
them.
I mean,
Ask them.
it is better.
Ask anyone there.
Bro,
Honestly,
if I can, I would live in New York City my whole life. That is like the most amazing place to live. I will
Did you
not be
grow
told
did you
otherwise.
grow up there?
Yeah,
I'd probably.
Oh, sick.
Where are
I
you
went
from originally? Classify.
to Russia.
Russia. That's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah.
When'd you move to the States?
05.
Oh,
Damn.
dang. All right.
How old were
Respect.
you?
I was like 8. Bro, it was the most
Yeah, you're a
awkward
Zoomer.
experience coming here.
Yeah.
Like 8. Zoomer? What? No.
You're a
You're a
Zoomer. I just tricked you.
Oh, how?
You just got tricked, dude. In 1997, born?
8. Put some
Zoomer.
respect.
Got
No, but it was the most
22. He's a
awkward
Zoomer.
thing. Bro, coming here, it's fine if you come here like kindergarten, first grade, maybe even second. I came here like the end of second, like literally the end of
yeah.
second grade, and I went to
Mhm.
school for 2 months, and they were gonna hold me back in second grade because I didn't know a word of English, or like I still like started learning or whatever, but like
Yeah.
they were gonna hold me back for second grade again, and my mom. This is the funniest shit. My mom we had obviously a lot of family here. So, and so one of the family that was already here, like he like grew up here, like he was already been here like a long time. He's a lawyer, and he actually came to the spot, like to the elementary school, and convinced the second grade teacher that I'll learn
you're
English
good.
and stuff in third grade. Like, yeah, they were like, don't worry, he's a smart kid. Like, he'll learn it in third grade. Just pass him through, just so I didn't have to like be like
Yeah.
a year behind him on everything. and it worked. Like I got through, and I did the secondary. Bro, I felt like a bomb in that class. I was like, bro, they put me in the secondary English class, and I was sitting there like everyone else is like reading their little books and shit. I'm over here trying to spell dog out. I'm like, bro, this is terrible. But then your boy caught up, and he took it. I was like, I caught up so fast, and then I started
senior year, and I finally caught up. And
no, it was actually elite because I caught up so well that I was like helping the kids in 5th grade. By the time I was already in 5th grade, I was like helping kids in English because like that was my favorite subject.
Really, English is your favorite subject?
Yeah, I loved English. Like I just like I used to be really good at like just writing, like just like you know like how like people like free write or whatever. Yeah, like I would have like whenever they told us to free write or like make up a story or like something with along those terms.
Legit, I actually like that part too. I don't know why. That was like my favorite part of English was like writing my own short story.
No, it was great.
I like that a lot. I'm sure you don't know. Maybe you do. I don't know. I don't want to assume. In like primary school in Russia, they call it.
They beat
Russian?
us. Oh wait, what?
Like do they like English in the United States
class,
they call it Russian class in Russia?
Yeah, they have like it's just
like
it's
Russian
not
literature, like
it's called like literate. Yeah, it's like reading or writing, and then over there it's actually funny because over there their like main language they learned is English. So like we were we were like already on the. I went to 1st grade in Russia, and I was like, bro, they're vile. They beat you with rulers and shit. I was like, yo,
that's what I've heard.
No, yeah, they do, bro. You have to have like everyone wears a uniform, and there's no like not like a yellow top, like you strictly have like a button down white like dress shirt, pants, shoes, everything. Like if you come undressed or like not well dressed, they like give you a uniform to wear, and it sometimes it's not even your size, so like you gotta wear it.
And this isn't like a private school. This is like just public.
No, this is like literally public school. No, yeah, they're like really serious.
Damn.
Jeez,
they do not play games in Russia. No, like
game
bro,
plays you.
Putin plays 0 games out there, bro.
I want to get Putin onto this podcast. So I said I don't want to get Putin on his podcast. Do you?
But do you believe the rumor? I genuinely believe the rumors that like there's like rumors that like he's like the richest man in the world, but it's all off the book, so like no one really knows. You know,
I would not surprise me.
I genuinely believe that.
I don't have anything to base it on, but I would also be like,
bro. I don't know if you know,
that's believable.
This is the only motherfucker I know that literally got into term twice, 8 years, both times. Like he's a genius. Like he served for like 8 years or whatever, and then he got his vice president, the guy right under him, to be president for like a term, and then boom, he took him out, and he's serving 8 more now.
Yeah, so we could really get into world politics, like if you really want to.
No, we're good. Next topic.
But I think Putin is maybe maybe a different episode.
Yeah,
we'll save that one. I wonder what Frosty thinks of Putin.
That was just like a fun fact. Nah, he'll start talking about his Albanian princes and shit.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's Albanian.
Oh my god.
You guys are great.
It's fantastic.
Can't say that enough, man.
It's so good. Classified. We want to know as well, to kind of get to know you a little bit better. What did you do before? I mean, we kind of talked about it, right? You were like in 1st grade trying to figure out how to spell dog. But what did you do before streaming, before content creation? What did you do for work, or were you going to school? What was early Classify like before you got into all this?
I can answer both of those. I went to college. I actually went to college in the city. That's why I Shake Shack was elite. But it's funny enough, me and Yasso went to the same college for like a year and a half.
Yasso?
Really? What's cool?
Yeah. Hunter.
Okay.
No, yeah, and we didn't even know it. Like we literally didn't even know that we were in the same college up until we both moved here, and like I think like 5 months into like being here in 100 Thieves and stuff, we were at a party or something. I'm like, like we just started talking, and I'm like, I'm from New York, and he's like, oh yeah, me too. I'm like, I'm from New York City, basically, and he's like, oh yeah, me too. I'm like, oh, I went to college here, and he's like, oh yeah, me too. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, man. But no, yeah, it's kind of cool. But we both dropped out to, and I was like, oh shit, that's when we went to move here. But no, the job I had was it was actually it was like a nice job, but it was kind of like it wasn't that good. It was I was working at a pharmacy with like a couple blocks away from my house, and it was really nice just because it was like only cash and it was like elite, but and the hours were like really good. Like it was kind of like part time because I would work on I had school Monday through Friday, so like I would work actually Monday through Thursday, and I would work there Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Nice. Okay.
And it was like really lenient, you know what I mean? Like I could be on my phone, like I could listen to music all day, just stock shelves, and then like I would like work two things there. I would stock shelves and like pills, like count pills for people. Like let's say you need like this many pills, so like I would be behind the counter, I would give them this many pills, pack it. And then I was like, damn, if I fuck up, one of these people could just it would either make their day or have diarrhea for the whole day. So I'm like, I really can't.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you were actually supposed to be doing that. To be honest,
I don't know.
Completely honest with you, I don't know if that's legal
either.
But
I was.
You're a young impressionable kid.
I don't know if they just let anyone pack these things or what.
Low key, you could if you were in the pre-med. Like if you're on a pre-med if you're on a pre-med course, they let you do it. So no, I was good on that front. Like I wasn't like stupid. Like I took it seriously.
Good. You're good.
But it was really funny because that was when I started like actually streaming. Like the mob kind of formed and everything, and I would like start streaming. And I had this one chick at work. Like she's one of my best friends. Her name's Susan. And she's still there and stuff. And she's trying to be like a real pharmacist. So we would go to work, and I would come in like tired as fuck. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I just pulled an all-nighter, and like work would start like 8 a.m. So I'm like, I just pulled an all-nighter. She's like, doing what? I'm like, oh, I was streaming. And she's like, like, when are you gonna stop that? Like, focus on school and like all this shit. Like she was like a really like book-based person. And then like eventually like months went on, and I came to work one day, and she's like, oh, those are new sneakers? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, those are nice. I'm like, yeah. And I would come in with like I didn't really buy myself too much shit. So like again, like once every like 2 months, she'd be like, oh, that's dope. And then eventually like she like kind of found out like, oh, I made more than her in one day than she made in like 3 weeks. And she's like, oh, like damn, I always believed in you. I'm like, shut your ass up. I'm like, Susan, shut your ass up, Susan.
It's a tale as old as time.
No, literally. I'm like,
you believe me now?
No, yeah, and it was
got
great.
That cheddar?
It was great because this other kid, like my other best friend Ron, like, because we were all like actually best friends from like elementary school, and we all got the same job there in the pharmacy, and because we like kind of like told the boss like, oh, you should hire him, you should hire her, and it's just nice because he always like from the beginning he was like, oh yeah, I think you're gonna like just stick with it, like you'll do good, and then I was like, Susan, you ain't shit. I was like, Ron, you the homie, bro. But no, yeah. So that's pretty much it. That's where I worked.
Okay. And then when did you decide to go full time?
in like I think 2018 spring, I was like at that point I couldn't wait. Like I saw no necessity of going like not wasting, but like 8 hours a day working there when I could be growing my stream. Just stuff like that, just like streaming and spending time home rather than doing that, coming home tired and not streaming for like 2-3 hours. So I was like, I kind of went full time in like spring of 2018. So it's been like 2 years now, and they're both still working there.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to. I'm not trying to be petty, but like, shit.
One of my good friends, Susan. Then you just dunk on her. That's what you just did. You just straight up posterized her.
I mean,
she still works there, by the way.
Hope you're listening to this, Susan.
Shit, I do hope she listens.
You won't tweet it at her.
Nah,
Susan just trying to look out for you.
Just make the tweet. No, but what's it called? No, we're still really good friends. I was actually there for Christmas. No, we are. Like, as much as I talk shit, she's actually obviously like it never felt right because she literally never supported this because she was like, you're wasting your time. Like I said, she's very school based. Like she's like 2 years away from becoming like an actual pharmacist and shit. Like she's been in school for like 5 years or something. So no, yeah, good for her. Like honestly, I'm like, I just can't. I could not do that. Like I can like just go and stare. Like she will come home and stare at a book for 4 hours, and then go to sleep, and then she would go to school and then come home and then stare at a book for 4 hours, and then I physically could not do that. Like my brain could not do that. I would stare at that book, and the book would stare back at me, and I'd start like talking to it and shit. No, like
yeah, been there.
Yeah,
No,
and you realize to yourself, I don't even know how to spell dog yet. Why am I looking at this?
All right, bro.
Like, why am I looking at? I can't read, is what you would say. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes
No,
sense.
but yeah.
Nice.
Susan.
Hey,
Susan.
So spring of 18, and you guys weren't the mob yet, were you?
No, we were. Wait,
Okay,
actually,
you must have just.
no, we
become-
weren't. We
really close.
were the mob. My fault. This was the mob formed in 2018.
Okay.
So yeah, no, we definitely were. But that was like, we formed it around August or September.
Okay.
So of 20. Damn, it might have
18.
been 2019.
No, I think it was 18 because that 2019 was like 6 months ago. No, you guys.
No, it was definitely 20. Okay, yeah. Okay, so
it was 2018. I remember because Avalanche kind of told the same.
No,
story.
my fault. I think the mob formed in 2018. Definitely the mob formed in 2018. But I think I quit the job in the beginning of 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Cool. So like obviously you four kind of growing together, because I think that combining your because that's when I found you guys, the mob Twitter, and started following all of you guys, and the power of all four of you combined kind of, I think just lining it up with Avalanche and you, like you guys are, all right, we're actually doing this. We're like doing this thing. Let's do this thing. And that's kind of when everyone started to kind of just stop doing the other thing they were doing and kind of took a full go at this. That's dope. That's and then just remind me, you guys joined 100 Thieves and moved to LA end of last year?
Wait, I'm sorry, you broke off. Can you repeat that, please?
You guys
Just the last part.
You guys moved to LA at the end of last year? So like September?
Yeah, we moved in September 1st, literally the moving date.
Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. And
wow.
Damn.
No, yeah. It's been like 9 months.
So you were just like, yo, I love New York City, I love this place. I'm pursuing this career and I like streaming more and I'm going to LA.
Yeah, no, I mean we kind of like had to 100 Thieves y'all got to come out here.
You're right. Yeah.
So I told my family. That was like, and the funny thing is, okay, so even before 100 Thieves, the whole year of 2019 or 2018, 2018 actually, we wanted a house together. That was our main thing. We just literally wanted a house together.
Just the mob wanted a house together.
Yeah, exactly. And I've been told my family, I'm like, all right, guys, look, I can't take. I literally told them, like, guys, I can't take. This is what got me like kind of out of school. The stream was doing like well. My stream was like doing decent. And by decent, I mean my parents were like really. My parents still think I'm a COD pro right now, right?
They think you're a cop?
A COD pro.
A COD pro. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. No, they literally to this day think I'm a Call of Duty pro because in the beginning when I started streaming, I didn't want them to find out my stream, which they still don't know about my stream. They know about my Twitter. They found out about that. No thanks to my girlfriend, but no, they found out about my Twitter, but they still don't know about like Twitch or anything related with Twitch. They know about YouTube. And
they don't
I
know
just
about
didn't.
any of this?
No, nothing about Twitch. They know about YouTube and Twitter. They don't know anything about Twitch.
So it's not is it just like it's not a secret? They just don't like get it.
No, it is like I never even bothered to I don't want them to know about Twitch because that's the one thing I'm like, that's weird for me. Like I don't want them watching they can watch my YouTube videos. That's fine because I don't really like.
Oh, okay.
That's not live.
It's not live.
Like Twitch.
I got you. If my parents came in, I'd be like,
no, it's weird. It's like I streamed from my house for like a year and a half, and I shit you not, the whole time up until I left my house, whenever I streamed and my mom came in, I would shut up. I would just whatever I'm doing, I would just be quiet, and she would walk by because my backyard was connected to my room, so like you literally have to walk through my room to go to the backyard, and she would walk there a lot. So anytime she walked by, and this would be like a little insider with the chat, they would just like spam dots like this, like it is in your shit. Like they would just all spam that, and it just as in like stay quiet type shit. And I would just funny. I would just not talk at all. Okay, they're doing that, but yeah, I would just whatever I'm doing. I could be there could be like 100 gifted, and I would not say a word. I'd be like, I'll wait till she closes the backyard door, and then I get hyped. But
so what do you think? What do they think you're doing now?
Yeah.
I told you that they think I'm a Call of Duty pro.
So they think you're out here like on a pro team.
No, yeah, I show you not. I think like 4 months ago when I was at Nate's house, I took a picture with one of the trophies and I sent it to her.
No.
Yeah, like they literally think I'm a Call of Duty pro.
so
And
awesome.
right now,
I mean-
like the Warzone came out, and there's been a lot of clips of Warzone on my Twitter. So like that's just helping my
So you're
case.
like, oh, he's killing it.
No,
That's
literally.
awesome, man. But I mean, you're a content creator for a professional esports organization. It's not like it's a
No,
huge reach. You're just not like on a
Yeah, it's
professional
not.
and one.
No, yeah, it was just more of the like I didn't care if it was a pro or not.
gotcha.
It was just more like I didn't want him like watching. Like it's just weird. Like I don't want him watching the stream. I just say a lot of shit that like we
Yeah,
live
you
in
wouldn't
like
want
a
your mom
no
to hear.
curse.
I
Yeah,
very
exactly.
much
Like we
gotcha.
literally, I did not curse in front of my parents or anyone like my whole life, like at
Yeah.
all. Like yeah, and like just from the shit that like
Makes
just to go from like nice on like like. And then she goes on stream. I'm like, I'm gonna lick your ass or something. I'm like, but you can't. Like that's just not
Good
something I want her-
example. Good example of something you don't say in front of your mother. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't say that, kids.
But
no, I totally
you
get that.
say that. Never mind. Yeah, go
You
on.
know,
Trevor.
your boys. Your boys, bro.
Yeah, you say it to your
Totally some
boys.
Normal
Oh,
locker
literally.
room talk.
I'm gonna lick your dude. That's what I'm gonna do.
But that's basically like why. But no, yeah. The whole time like what made me drop out of school was I told my dad, I'm like, oh yeah, we're guaranteed a house. And we're definitely not guaranteed a house. But I was like, oh, we're guaranteed a house. Moving out in spring, and that's when we kind of joined 100T, and but we joined 100T in summer, and we moved out at the end of summer. So it was a little later than expected, but like it was funny because my parents, they didn't really like think that I would actually move out. So the whole time my dad just comes in and he's like, "Oh, you dropped out. What happened? Where's the move out? Like, why you still here?" Type shit. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then
Yeah,
when I
relax.
actually was moving out, when I was actually moving out, he's like, "Damn, I'm gonna miss you." My mom was crying. I'm like, "Oh, what happened?" I'm like, "Y'all wanted me out."
Yeah, Mom and Susan.
Oh yeah. Oh, Susan got the. I'm like,
Dunked
Susan.
on. Everybody.
No, I shit you not. The first week I was here, and we have a pool in the
Bro.
backyard, and it was hot, and I was like laying down on this big ass swan. I'm like, Frosty, take a picture. I'm sending it to Susan. I sent her a Snapchat of
Bro.
like me on this in the backyard of a pool in LA, and then Susan sent me a Snapchat of like the pharmacy boxes back. I'm like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Susan,
Hear
you
that,
ain't
guys?
dude.
Hear that, guys? He's Snapchatting because he's a Zoomer.
He's a Zoomer. Yeah, exactly.
I don't even have that app.
I'm gonna keep it real. I actually don't. No, like I actually don't use like that. That's
Don't
probably.
backpedal.
Hard back.
No, I'm not backpedaling,
back.
but I really don't use it as much as I used to.
Like
Like
this
I
guy's
used
in
to,
chat. You suck at the game. Just kidding. Love you, bro. See you.
I used to care. I used to care about like streaks and shit, and like back
Yeah.
when I was like younger. But now it's like, it's kind of irrelevant.
I mean, you got Twitter. You
No,
got
yeah,
a
exactly.
Twitter.
Twitter. I'm not gonna lie though. Instagram,
Yeah.
I don't like that app. I just don't like it at all. Like,
I mean, we heard that from the other guys too.
no,
Instagram
yeah,
is
no.
hot as
they're-
fuck.
If
Let's have a
any
wheelhouse
of
for
them
sure.
say they're Avalanche loves that app.
Oh yeah, he does.
No, he does. Like, yeah, no, he's on it like a lot. But what's it called? I just don't like. I don't like it at all. Like, just for the simple fact that like I get bored on it. You just go on
Yeah.
it to look at. You look at someone's picture, like, yeah, cool. It's like
There's
you
no
can't.
interaction.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's
Twitter,
not a
there's, like,
public text. You want a
threads.
public text.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. Like on
Yeah,
Twitter,
understand.
on Instagram, you can't even post a picture of like me and my Fitma. You know?
Excuse me?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I'm doing
Okay.
shifty eyes right now on camera. I don't know what that means.
Wait, you guys know what Fitma means?
Oh no. Okay. He's CDNing the thirding us. This is a podcast.
Fitma did- no, let me-
This is a child show, okay? This
Oh,
is
really?
going on Nickelodeon.
Fitma?
Okay. Okay, sweet Paul, come on, dude. CDN the third. Imagine C's is saying that to you.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. What,
Fitma.
Fitma?
What does that sound like? Okay, just do it to him,
Oh.
Classy. Just do it to him.
Come on.
Fit my dick in that mouth.
And he's paralyzed laughing.
He can't breathe. He can't breathe. He's not breathing.
What is that laugh?
He's not breathing.
Oh God.
Got his ass.
Got his ass. Oh God, I just had the C screech in my ear too. Like,
Guys,
I can't believe you didn't get it
classify his
immediately.
laugh as an alert, please. I just need.
Yeah.
Bro, I just installed what's it
so
called?
happy.
My girlfriend got me nano leaves for Christmas, and
Oh,
I know I just installed them like 4 months later, but I did.
It's okay. You got time now.
And no,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
literally,
fine.
yeah, exactly. I was bored. I'm like,
We
let
couldn't
me. I
even
might
get
as
you
well
on the
install this.
podcast because 100 Thieves had you running ragged. Now you're here.
Yeah,
What?
ragged.
No, yeah, and I installed them, and they're voice activated. So whenever you talk, like they activate, and the whole
Yeah.
time I was laughing, they just went on, off, on, off. Oh, they're doing it again.
Of course they are. It's going to make you keep laughing. And we're never going to get you back.
Oh
You got
my
the rhythms, huh? I got the rhythms too. Mine are going off right now while I'm talking.
I definitely didn't just Google Fitma, by the way.
Oh,
Oh
brother.
my God, dude.
Yeah,
Nothing came up, I hope.
nothing came up.
Good.
Yeah, some
Cool.
bomber jacket. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Oh God.
Oh,
Where have we? So you literally are just you're you're going, and you guys are all out there like, let's make some content. You're just crushing it. You're just freaking crushing it, man. It's awesome.
Yeah.
We're making good content.
I'm following you, popping in your streams, checking it out, and excited to
it's
see where it
been-
goes.
It's been a good
but
time.
I had a really, I think I have a very pointed question. I think this is something that all four of you guys
Mhm.
are good at answering. Could answer because you've grown very, very quickly, especially on like Twitter, but like everywhere, right? You in the content creation world, I think your names are coming up a lot. And 100 Thieves and all that stuff is helped, obviously, but it's I think that a lot of people are struggling now if they want to make stuff and they want to interact and kind of have that dynamic, where you find your three really good friends and you guys are kind of doing this thing together. And it kind of takes, I mean, you guys networked, right? You met each other and then you decided that you were going to kind of build this thing. And I know that a lot of the stuff on Twitter and stuff is like you guys interacting with each other and sharing memes. And that's kind of been the I don't know, the firewood that's building the fire. I'm sorry. That was a super boomer metaphor, but that's what we get here. So if for the people out there that are like, okay, how do I like build that same type of thing, whether it's on Twitter or Twitch or whatever, without looking like I'm just trying to leech off other people? Like, how do I network and kind of build the thing without looking like I want everyone to come look at my stuff?
I'm gonna be honest. That's actually something I like. Not like I think I struggle with that a lot too, because there's a lot of people that like I would love to like just make content with, and that's the whole thing. They got us out to LA, and there's so many content creators here, but I literally don't know how to like just make a video with them without like looking like, because like we're so small right now, and it's like oh my 20,000 subs on YouTube compared to his like millions or hundreds of thousands, and I'm like I just want to make a video just because I think that video would be like really funny and shit, and I'm like I don't know how to come out with like without looking like, oh yeah, give me subscribe, you know what I mean? Like it is like
there is a
something.
way, is there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think that's something that like a lot of like smaller creators, including myself, like kind of just struggle. Like you can't really. It's like weird to just. I don't know. It depends how a person takes it, I guess. Like how like whoever you're talking to, but
For
like
sure.
yeah, that's just kind of like I don't know. Like it's weird. I don't know. It's like it's one of those things that like you don't know what to say or like how to come with someone you might have not even talked to a lot. They're like, oh, you know what, you don't want to collab or you want to do this.
Yeah, it's almost like I feel like, and tell me if you agree with this. When you guys, so like when you and Avalanche and Frosty, like you guys are making everyone's ganging up on Frosty, which I brought him up a lot because it's hilarious that the kind of relationship you guys have. But like, it's very genuine. Like you can tell you guys all really like each other, and no one ever thinks that anyone's genuinely being mean to anybody ever. You know what I mean? Like you've created that situation where you're like, we're just a bunch of friends and we create content together. And if you approach other people outside the circle with that same like, bro, I really liked this, I think that our vibe would be hilarious, and I'm available if you ever want to make anything together or anything. I just got some ideas. It'd be super cool to talk about it if you're really genuine about it. Like if you're really like, if you're not like, yo, check out my channel, do you think we can make something together? That feels like the other way. But if you're like, yo, I have some really great ideas, and I genuinely think that we'd have a really good time, or even and you're in a good spot now where like you might meet someone not right now, but meet someone at a party or meet someone at an event or something, and because a lot of people do this stuff on like TwitchCon and stuff, right? They just meet people they weren't going to meet before, and we both Paul and I have met a bunch of people for this podcast. We played a bunch of new people on in Tarkov and all kinds of different games just because of that same. You just got to be. I feel like you got to be genuine. Would you agree with that?
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, like, if you have the intention of just seeing someone with a lot of subs and just using them to get subs, and there's no content from that. There's no, like, if you want to, like, actually make a video with someone, you got to be, like, genuine and, like, actually like like, don't hit up random people in hopes to, like, grow your shit. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be, like, at least, like, friends or something with them, like, have some sort of contact with them. For example, like, this was really dope. I don't know if you watched, Call Me Carson, like, their group made a video of like robbing Twitch streamers or robbing like streamers' houses where they like, I don't know if you saw the clip with him robbing Pokimane. Like he ran into her. Yeah, there was that clip of him running
Didn't
in.
see that.
Really? It went like pretty viral. He ran in, like Carson like ran into her room while she was streaming, grabbed the laptop and then busted his ass running out. Like that was like in the video. No, yeah, it was like pretty big. But like they basically like formed in LA and they all came and they quote unquote robbed streamers' houses. It was like a really great video and they hit us up and they're like, oh, like can yours be one of the houses like content creators' house we robbed? And we were like, yeah, sure, because that would be like a funny. And it was like they had a great time. They came over here. They like skateboarded on our roof and shit. It fell down. Like it was just like a good overall video. And like we both parties had like a good time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they only did that because we've talked before. But like if it's someone that like you've literally like you don't even follow, you have no contact with, like then it's kind of you know.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And there's one other thing I think that I don't think I've touched on. I think that you do incredibly well. And actually, that's how you and I have had. We've had a ton of like this is the first time we ever spoken in person, or not in person, but like with our voices. But we've talked back and forth on Twitter like a ton. Yeah. Right. And it's just like you do something hilarious, and I'm like, that's hilarious. And then I just say that's hilarious, and then like, thanks, dude. And that's our like. I like that, and you're like, thank you. I worked hard on it, and then that's our kind of icebreaker. So like, even if you have 200 followers on Twitter, if you like stuff, let them know. Hey, that was hilarious, or try to be witty, or show your own own personality. And then in a year, if you've seen that same person like in a bunch of your conversations, and you've said stuff back to him because you're a person who interacts with like literally everybody who interacts with your tweets, like. You're going to remember that person, and then someday, 2 years in the future, they're in LA at a party because they started to take off a little bit. You're like, oh, what's up? Let's collab. And then, now you're doing something you never thought you would be doing. I think that's kind of the story of what everyone's had that like that thing where they were just, you just got to stay on it. It just takes time, and don't try to take any shortcuts. And it usually. Oh yeah, for sure. I would say, like in my opinion, YouTube is a pretty hard game. Like, it is. Like Twitter is just. I think any site, YouTube, Instagram, the most. Like Twitter is just so easy, just because there's like retweets and replies. Like, let's just say you wanted to at least get some attention on your thing. You would reply if you even like reply to a big account. Like people will see that on YouTube or Instagram. It's like you're isolated. It's just you. Yeah, that's why it's true. It's so hard on. It's not as easy. Yeah, like you could put. I don't know if like you can relate, but it's like the worst when you put so much effort into a video, and it does worse than a video that you didn't even care about, and that video did amazing. Like it makes no sense. Yeah,
just hit the algorithm a certain way.
No, yeah, I talk about that a lot though. Like my whole thing is like. The thing I like is like being like, why didn't this do well? Like, what happened here? And then figuring that out is like, that's kind of like part of the game for me. But that's just kind of weird analytic Trevor. But yeah, I mean, and like you said, it's hard. Like you have to be. So what's Cypher talked a lot about it because he's on his YouTube game. Like that guy. There's no one. I don't know anyone more on their game when it comes to YouTube than Cypher PK.
Yeah, and maybe he had to work. Maybe. Yeah.
But yeah, well, yeah. But I would say like in terms of like streaming a lot and then like how to translate that into YouTube. Cypher does them both like extremely, extremely well. And he's huge on comments because comments are the only way to interact. Like it's the only way to interact with the people. So you have to try really hard. And that's something he said, and I was like, "Oh!" Clicked in my mind. I'm still horrible at it, but because every time someone watches the video and be like, "Hey, man, that was really good," and you're like, "Wow, thank you. That means a lot to me." That person's going to watch your video again.
No, yeah, for sure.
And that adds up over time, but it takes a long time.
It does.
And the more you interact, because that does factor in. You just got to just interact with people and just be a part of communities, like, and that you really like being part of, and that you want to be a creator in that community. That's the best way to do it. I think that's we keep getting there.
I was gonna say, I think that's another reason that like, I don't know, that kind of like separate when we first started. That's like what separated us from a lot, like because we grew up on Twitter. There wasn't anyone that we like. I don't know, like a lot of content creators don't really reply or a lot or like interact with their community as much, I would say. But like because we grew up on Twitter, we're on Twitter a lot, and we would do community games and just like we know most, I would say like 70-80% of our whole community by name, like first name. So like,
oh wow,
no, yeah, like that's why I was like when we were getting bigger and bigger, and I think that's like kind of like what separated us, just because we're on Twitter so much, we like have inside jokes with our subscribers and like our people in chat. Like we can make like an inside joke saying this kid has a big forehead, and the whole like maybe like 80 people in the chat would say LMFAO just because they know that, like, you know what I mean? Like they know that person inside the community, which makes like jokes even funnier just for our chat.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's true.
That's a level of interaction on Twitter.
See,
that
the kid in your chat already knew who I was talking about.
See, there you go.
Chase Lamau. Oh boy. Yikes,
exactly.
Dude. Well, Classify, as far as content goes, and you talked a lot about obviously Twitter content, but we also want to know, without your mom finding out, Twitch content. What do you, or even YouTube content? What right now is your favorite game to play? Just like on your own, on stream or off stream. What's your like go-to right now? You're having a blast with. But then, what's your favorite game or thing that you use to make content with? What do you think gets the most likes, the most views, the most whatever? And are they the same? Or are they different?
Fun fact, it's like a side fact, and this I don't know if this makes me like a shitty person, but I don't play games off stream.
I don't either.
Really?
Like, no, like and I play video games a lot. I love video games, don't get me wrong. But whenever I'm like sitting down, I never want to be like, oh, I'm just gonna relax today and play a video game. I either have to be on my stream or on someone else's stream. I will not just sit there and play like it's because the way I think about it, I'm like, if I'm gonna play on my own anyway, why am I not streaming this?
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's a social thing for you. Like I really think you're a really social guy, and
exactly.
You want to enjoy it with your peeps. You just said you know everybody. You want to hang out with them because you might do, and you might be funny. And
but like this is like a fault. Like I've had people tell me like that's kind of weird. Like you don't just play video games like just by your like just on your own, like without like worrying about chat or something. I'm like, no, I cannot just sit there by myself and just play video. Like I either need to be live on my stream or someone else's. Like there's a lot of times where if I want to play a game, I'll literally stalk out my friends and see who's playing the game I'm playing, and I'm like, oh, can I play with you? Just so I can play with them. I don't know, like that makes like zero sense. But no,
it makes a lot of sense. I mean, I'm to be honest, I'm the same way. I'm exactly the same way. I just don't. Honestly, that's another thing. Like I kind of like I say, babe, you know, I'm playing games for work, like kind of thing. So that kind of was part of it. That's how it started. So I was like, if I'm gonna play games, I got to be streaming so that I can say that. But like,
sure.
But I mean, when it's competitive games and stuff, I just want to play with people and I want to like get into it, and that's part of my that's the part of my personality that's funny, because I'm so competitive that I've learned to make fun of myself, which is then the funny part of my stream. So like if I'm alone, I'm like trying too hard and it's less fun.
Did you guys I guess the question to both of you, did you guys game before you were streamers?
Oh, tons.
Like I said, I play COD.
Yeah, tons.
So you
just became.
Do you not miss that part of you that like was able to just vibe out and play a game, but just like with not with other people?
Actually, I've recently started playing like more because I like RTS, like strategy, like the Rome game or the Total War games and like Civ and stuff. Like I used to really love those. And there's a game called They Are Billions on Steam that came out like 2 years ago, and I just started playing it again 2 days ago, and now I'm playing that off stream. But like anything that's like COD, Fortnite, Tarkov, any of those, like any like grindy like first person shooter games, those are always on stream because I just feel like it's more energy, and I want to use that energy for the stream. And I have a lot going on, so like if I'm going to play games, I want to give it all my energy, if that makes sense.
I was gonna say from my point of view, I used to play COD, and thing is, you'd be like before I started streaming, you'd be in a party full of your friends and stuff.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it didn't even feel like you were playing. Like I never played alone. I just kind of like I was always talking to them. Even if I'm playing like let's say like Search and Destroy by myself in that game, I'm still talking in a party with other people. But because like you have the ability to stream now, and like I kind of lost contact with a lot. Like I'm not in parties on PS4 anymore. You know what I mean? So it's like why
Discord.
not? Yeah, I basically replaced talking in a party with people with my chat. So like kind of
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's all. But that's great. I think that's what makes your stream great. And I think that if you look, when any of you guys are streaming, there's like another one of you in the like all the time. Like one of you guys is hanging out in the room or like duo streaming or if you're doing just chatting, someone else comes in because it's just I bet you the other 3 guys feel the same way. They don't like to do a lot without people with them. So and I think that but I think that's that's probably a really big strength for you guys, and that's why things are because people gravitate towards that, right?
All together as a group, we like even like when we all agreed on this, we're like like the mob channel, we love streaming on that channel way more than like we like streaming on ours. Yeah, just because all 4 of us on a stream, just statistics wise, fun wise, everything wise is just better. So like if we can, we would stream it all on one channel. That's why when Keemstar said the Warzone Wednesday, he was like when we got invited, he was like we were like can we do it all on the mob channel but have like 3 webcam. You know how like kind of like I don't know if you know Hitch, like TSC. Yeah, they do it. So I was like kind of like that, but then he was like, no, y'all need to stream on your separate one. So but that's kind of like the gist of it. We like streaming on like one channel all together way more than we would like on
that's such an interesting point of view because I personally feel like when I am gaming and streaming, I don't feel like I got in games like for that week. So let's say the whole week I only gamed while I was streaming. I'll have such a void of like I haven't gamed at all this week.
Oh really?
Because I do a lot of it. What's that?
The polar opposite, the exact other way.
Pretty much, exactly. So like I need time offline to game where like it's just me in the game. Like I could just sit back, enjoy the game, not worry about quote unquote entertaining or talking. I could just like literally be completely silent for an hour and a half, 2 hours and just game. Like that's what brings me my energy back. So that's funny. Yeah, I'm the exact opposite.
That's cool. Like we just uncovered something. And I bet you everyone listening is like, what am I? Which one am I?
Which one am I? Yeah.
Do I love playing with people or do I just like sitting in my room and playing Animal Crossing for 8 hours and not seeing anybody?
Exactly. Exactly.
By the way, that person's having a lot of fun right now in quarantine. A lot of fun.
Bro, I would have so much fun.
That's actually
playing.
Frosty. Frosty loves Frosty. He's very loner. Like I shit you not. Ever since we moved in, he locks his door every day. If I ever knock on his door, it's locked. Like, and he's the only person in the house who has that. And I don't know how he doesn't find it annoying because I come in his door like 8 times a day, and every time he gets up from all the way across the room at his desk, he has to get up, come to the door, unlock it, sits back down. I leave the room, and then like 30 minutes later, I come, it's locked again. I'm like, dude. But no,
he's control over it.
No, he's a very like, and he likes playing by like he's alone. Like he's more like a lone gamer, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Like when Breath of the Wild came out, I was just like, I was locked in. I almost got to the point where I was like resenting stream because I was like, it's gonna take away from my freaking Breath of the Wild time. Like I want to sit here and just Breath of the Wild this whole time.
I can't play Breath of the Wild either because
exactly.
What's the point,
I just want to, exactly. So I gotta play Fortnite.
Yeah, but Trevor, I'm glad that you're like that too. I thought I was the only one. Everyone used to always cook me like, you only play on stream? Like that's weird.
I mean, I'm now that I'm really thinking back to it, the way I got into games, and I've told the story a little bit, but my neighbor, he's 2 years younger than me, or 2 months younger than me, so we had all the same experiences growing up, and his dad built PCs and they had like a LAN center in their house. They had like fiber internet before fiber existed. And the guy his dad built like 4 or 5 PCs. So like when we played games, we were all in the same room all the time. So like we just I only played LAN parties. I didn't have a PC at my house until I got drafted and bought my own PC. Like we had a PC, it didn't play games. Like it was for typing up it was for me telling my mom to type my papers. Like that's what that computer was for. I would go to Kevin's, his name's Kevin. Shout out to Kevin. Shout out Kevin. We played League and we played all the original Warcrafts. Then I got really into WoW and he got really into League and then we kind of split. But we played like first person shooters and all kinds of stuff growing up. And that's just like, then I got into WoW and I could only play like, if no one on my guild was on, I'd just get off. Because I needed to be like chatting in my guild chat and be like, hey, you know, who else is farming fish feasts? And they're like, you are, because you do it. And I'm like, yeah. And that's just a sample of a conversation we have. The games are social. It's like we're having a therapy session and I'm just realizing all this stuff. It's awesome.
This is really great. This is good.
It's really great. All right. Well, really quick, we're going to do our ad.
This episode of the May Contain Action podcast is presented by PrintLoyal.com. They've curated awesome game and pop culture inspired art by talented artists from around the world. Printed on fine art quality paper in a variety of sizes, PrintLoyal has exactly what you need to make your space yours. Visit PrintLoyal.com today and let us know what you think with the hashtag WePrintLoyal.
And now the ad is over. Skip. It goes into post. Put it in post. Just a little bit of a taste. We were able to do it this week, but there's another ad coming. We're not going to tell you what it is, but just be excited for next week.
Ooh.
I'm excited.
Preview.
We just couldn't get it. We just couldn't get her done. We needed the stuff on hand. We don't have the stuff. All right.
Let's monetize this thing. We're all drowning. All right. Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah, let's do it.
Excellent job. All right. So we want to know. Classify. We want to know. All right. So just be honest with us. Be straightforward. Okay.
Okay.
Don't lie to us.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's Frosty's deal? Is he single? Like how single?
Like, how is he single?
How?
I thought you meant like mind wise. I'm like, well, he's a little special.
He's
How is he? How has Frosty not been locked down yet?
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Right.
It's just there's a very high security gate to go through.
I got you. He's
Okay.
got really high standards.
No, yeah, to go through to get to him. For one,
Yeah.
you gotta
Door's
be
locked.
Yeah, his door's fucking. They
try to get in, but his door's locked.
There are girls lining up outside the house, but shit, they can't
Door's
get in.
locked.
No, but what's it called? Not only it's just tough because I don't know how to explain. Like he has liked girls before. I will not throw any ads down, but he has liked girls before. But most of them are just how do I put this?
Ooh.
Not good enough. Just not good enough. We'll go there. Just
Yeah. They're
One.
kind of you know. There's like one door and too many keys. Yeah, it's just they just got too many keys on their door. Like
Yeah, gotcha.
And yeah, so they're just I don't know, but he'll likes some of them. I was like, he'll find the one out there. He will.
Makes sense.
He definitely can.
LA's sunny. A lot of people with tans. He'll find one. But what's the real question, Paul?
Sorry, the real. That's not the real question. The real question. So the mom has done a bunch of crazy stuff. Obviously, met a lot of insanely talented people, even through like being signed through under thieves and otherwise. What's the best moment, like the moment that you were like
this is happening?
Like we made it. This is happening. What's the moment that stands out in your mind since all this has started? We kind of avalanche the same thing. Like,
and his
what
was
the
awesome.
big? Yeah, his was pretty cool. What was the big moment for you?
I wasn't on the episode because I was doing errands, but I can already tell.
Of course,
I can already tell that we're gonna have the same answer. I think.
Okay, we'll see.
Avalanche's face reveal stream.
Interesting.
I don't know if he said that. Really,
No. I mean, he mentioned that, like, that came up. His was more specific to him being invited out for his birthday.
No. Oh, I thought you meant as the mob, not like personally.
Well, just say since you you can do it as the mob, or you can just be like where was it? Did you have like a whoa? Like look around whoa, I'm in LA.
Honestly, I have
what?
two. I can answer with two.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. No, the first one was the stream, like Avalanche's face reveal. That was when Soar flew us out, and we flew out to the Soar house when we were still on Soar, and we went to Georgia, and that was the first time we actually met Avalanche. Me, Frosty, and Make already met in New York City when Frosty flew out for Christmas or something. For the first mob meetup. Yep, whopping 8 people showed up. That shit was dope. Wow.
Nice.
No, it was actually pretty fun. But no,
nice.
It was when the Soar flew us out, and you know, we kind of like everyone was like kind of hyped. We hyped it up for a good, I would say like 3 weeks. And we kind of expected like, oh, maybe 4,000 viewers, 5,000. And when Sor, like the owner of Sor Mac, he walked in, and right before the stream went live, maybe like a minute before, he was like, guys, there's like 13,000 people in the chat, and the stream wasn't even live yet. And we were like, what? We were like, huh? He was like, yeah, there's like 13K people in the chat. And I'm like, that's just kind of when it hit. We're like, what's happening right now?
Yeah, man.
Like, we're over here averaging 100 to 300 viewers, and this man just walked in and said there's 13,000 people in the chat. And we're like, what? And we're just sitting around this table. We were already nervous, and this asshole came in and said there's 13K. So we're like, okay. now we're like, oh, all right. And then the stream ended up peaking during its live course at like almost 19K. It was like 18.4.
Wow.
And it was insane. Like, that was probably like where we like, because those numbers are like those are like big numbers especially for our chicken nugget asses over there.
Who are we kidding? There's like 4 people who average more. You know what I mean? Like,
no, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's really like if you're averaging that many viewers, you're literally top of the top. And just the fact that we could say that once in our lifetime, because we're never doing that again. So we're like just to even average that many viewers just on a podcast strictly based on 4 of us was kind of dope. I was like,
really,
that was
like
cool.
No host. Everyone's there for you.
Literally no host, no nothing. Like no big
so
streamer
cool.
hosted. It was like really humbling just to like even see the people there.
That's amazing.
But no, the second one, and it's kind of like on a minor scale. The first time, because Avalanche went to college, so he got recognized a lot as we were like getting bigger. So he got recognized a lot, like every other day, maybe like every 4 days, he would post in our like little group chat on iMessage. He'd be like, "Damn, like this person just recognized you. That's insane." And then Frosty said he got recognized in a Walmart near, and then like I never got recognized just because I don't know, like I just never got recognized in Brooklyn. And me and my girlfriend were eating dinner at like Applebee's like this one night, and I came out of my house. I'm like, oh, let's go walk around, because there's a pier with like water and shit right next to it. I'm like, you want to just walk a little, just to like, you know, like stretch our legs and shit. And we were walking, and this kid on a bike was driving by, and all I hear is like ride the mob. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's sick, dude.
Just like yelled it out in the middle of the street, and then he was like, holy shit, like, oh, you're like, can I take a picture? I'm like, yeah. And then it felt, because this wasn't a gaming event, obviously. There were like already people there, but like this was like just real life. We just had a dinner, so that was kind of cool. That was like the first time that ever happened.
That's
so
amazing,
I was like,
man.
yeah, I was like, damn, that was kind of dope.
Paul, do you have one of those?
That.
Do you have a recognized story?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely happened more recently, which has been pretty awesome for me. But yeah, a very kind of like a similar thing. Someone will just randomly like shout something out, or like act like, you know what actually is kind of cute, which kind of happens the most often, is I'll go to my wife's school because she teaches first grade, and I'll be walking around like, 'cause I dropped off for lunch, or like I had to pick her up or something like that. And I'll hear like, oh, that's ActionJaxon. Like they're all way too nervous to like say anything or something like that.
That's so cool.
It's like, it's really, really cute. So yeah. And the other day before quarantine, I went out to get some pizza and went to the bar, and I was like, hey dude, like, can I have like this thing? He was like, yeah, man, no problem. By the way, it's on me. No problem, ActionJaxon. I was like, oh
wow.
I was like, free drinks. It's paying off, dude.
Finally, it's worth it now.
Finally, all these years.
This is what I've been striving for.
This is what we're going for.
I wanted my free Moscow Mule, and I got it.
Dope, dude, dope. I had a weird one. So I have one from baseball and then one from streaming. So the was funny. The baseball one, last year, I'm driving to the field to go to the game, right? And you know, I'm just sitting at a stoplight, and I'm pretty close to the stadium, probably 6-7 blocks away. And I'm parked, and a guy was walking across the street, and everyone's like kind of going to the stadium for the game. We had like a late, you know, they're going to go to a bar around the stadium, and they're going to go to the game. So everyone's wearing Twins jerseys or you know, whatever. And a guy is walking, and he's walking, and we 2 guys are walking together, and they get across the street, and I noticed the guy with the jersey has a May jersey on, my jersey. So it's the first one I've seen. I've seen maybe a couple, but I was like, that's sick. If someone actually on purpose has my jersey on, which is rare because I'm like the 24th ranked player out of 25 on my team. And And I'm like, I looked at him, I'm nodding, and his buddy looks at me and then looks back and then looks back real fast. He's like, and he points. Then I gave him a peace sign. And then his buddy wearing the jersey like whipped around and was like, ah, and just screamed as I drove by. So that was really cool. But like the really cool one, I'm driving home with my from dinner with my wife, her mom, and her mom's boyfriend. And they're visiting us in Florida. So this is during spring training. This is like a couple months ago. And we pull up to because everything's gated community there, and we don't have our little transponder that lets us in yet. We've only been there for a few days. So I have a little pass. So I have to stop and give it to the gate guy, and the gate looks at it. And
we've all been there. Yeah. And
he's a younger guy. Usually they're like, these people are very, very elderly who are manning the gate. This guy's the night shift. So he's younger, and he swipes the thing and he gives it back and he goes, hey man, he goes, here you go. Have a great night. I was like, thanks. He's like, by the way, I love the stream, as I drove off. And I'm like, of course you watch Twitch all night when you're manning this thing, because there's no one comes here at all, like from like midnight to 6 in the morning. You probably see nobody. So he's just sitting there watching Twitch. And my mother-in-law was like, there's no way that just happened. I'm like, yeah, he recognized me from the stream, does not care about baseball at all. and that was like, I loved it. I had this little smirk. I was like, I told you.
That's so awesome. You got recognized for baseball and Twitch separately. That's cool.
Twitch separately. And kids usually talk about the gaming more than now. Like younger kids. And then older guys are like, yo, like your fastball or whatever.
Yeah, usually. Yeah, the older guys
can you sign this? My card? I'm not going to sell this, I promise. And I'm like, well, it's not worth anything. I just signed it. It's worth less now. So yeah, joke's on you. Gotcha.
The ink lowered the value of whatever I'm signing.
That's so
sick. That's super
so
cool, man. Yeah. I love that.
Well, we have a game.
We do.
I'm
excited about this one because it's different.
Classy, do you know about games?
Oh, shit.
Do you know about the games we play? Because you know about John Mellencamp, obviously. That answer that Ava gave.
Wait, no.
Not really. Okay, so I was watching this. I hosted Ava, you were sitting there like 2 days ago, and he said, John Mellencamp, and I thought you were laughing. I didn't know if you knew. He basically said that as an answer, and it was nowhere effing close. And I don't know what he was thinking.
It's a meme now.
It's a meme now. It's a meme now in the community that is built around this podcast. But this game is the format is very easy. It's a quiz similar to the one we did with Noah for COD, but this one is going to be literally about YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, like the platforms. Okay.
Classify's gonna win.
It's gonna well,
he's gonna win. He's gonna win.
So some of them are multiple choice, I'll tell you before, but there's a point system, right? So I will explain the point system for each. There's 7 questions. Okay. They're all worth a certain number of points, but if you can get things in a certain order, or if you hit the number perfectly, then you get an extra points. So we're gonna actually have to keep track of a little bit of points here. A little bit different. All right.
All right.
It's a little bit of a thing. All right, so here's question number 1. Okay,
so it's me versus Classify,
and you guys are playing against each other to get as many points. So you can say the same answer, get points if you're both right, but there's bonus points if you can say it. Okay.
All right. You want to give an example, or we just hop it into it?
Yeah. So I'll give you an example.
Okay.
So there will be a question, and then it'll be where I'll tell you it's worth this many points, and if it's like a multiple, there's a bunch of different parts of the answer. I'm like, if you can get these in order, you get 2 more points, and if you get all 5 of them, you get 2 more points, like things like that.
Okay.
Right? But if you get 3 of them, you get the original points. So like, I'll explain each question. Each question's different, but I'll explain it. It's really not that hard. It sounds hard. It's not. All right. So we'll just hop into question 1. You'll get it right away. Okay. Mm-hmm. Maybe you won't get the answer to the question, but you'll understand how it works. All right. So the first question is pointed at Twitch. All right. Who are the top 5 followed channels on Twitch, including people who are no longer streaming on Twitch? So it's just overall. If you get all 5, it's 5 points. You get 1 point per one you get right. Okay. You get all 5, it's 5 points. And if you get them in order from highest to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order, you get 2 more points.
The chances are okay. All
right.
Yeah.
So let's let Classy go first.
So it's not multiple choice. I just say it, right?
Yeah, you can just list the top 5
And
Okay.
if you get them in right order and you're not allowed to check on the internet, don't eat.
No, I'm not. Okay.
Classify.
yeah.
I'm being told that you're tweeting during the podcast. If you're not dedicated to this
No,
game,
not at all.
you let us know, bud.
I was just told by Frosty in text that look at my last tweet, and I was like, okay, I'm on the podcast, but I'll look at it. And they went to fucking Costco to catch the corona right now. I'm like, you better dip out of there before you come back here.
Yeah, bring back a 6-pack of muffins, please. All
No,
right.
I'm being so like I'm so strict with that shit. I told him not to go there. That's why I was like, how are you guys going there? You're literally gonna catch the virus there.
Yeah.
Well, they better have an insane amount of stuff so you never have to go again.
No, he texted me. He was like, we didn't go. Like they didn't
you
have
go.
to. So I'm like,
Oh,
you better not. And now I'm
Alright,
fully
good.
back here. But that was the only time I
It's
would.
all right.
All right. No, but okay. So I'll say. I think I know the people already off the top of my head. Okay.
Okay.
Wow,
So
okay.
Ninja.
Yep.
Okay.
Myth.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Dr. Disrespect.
Nope.
Okay. That is interesting. I genuinely thought Dr. Disrespect wasn't that bitch. Okay.
Actually, okay, so the last two I'm not going to tell you, so Paul doesn't get to eliminate them. So just give me
Okay.
your 5 and I'll tell you how many you had right.
Okay. That's fine. All right. Tyler 1. Okay, and fuck. It's hard. I'd say I want to say XQC. I'll say XQC.
You got, I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say, Ninja, Shroud, Pokimane. Okay, so far so good. Ninja, Shroud, Pokimane. You said not Doc. Summit 1G. And
That was a
I'm
good
gonna
one.
go Tim the Tatman.
That was a good one. Fuck. Summit was. Yeah.
So, neither one of you got all 5.
I think Trev beat me.
The order is, so
Yeah.
Classify got 2 and you got 3, Paul. It is
Oh,
Ninja
okay.
with 14 million. Tifu with 8 million.
Oh, wow.
Fuck!
Of course.
I forgot about Tifu.
Shroud with 7 million.
Yeah.
Myth with 6 million. And Summit 1G with 4.4 million. Tim is literally right behind Summit, like by like 10,000 now.
Is
So
he
he's
really?
like, he's 6th. Yeah, he's 6th.
Fuck.
No
my
way.
God,
Lupo.
bro.
Lupo is actually ahead of Dr. Disrespect and Pokemon.
No way.
See, I knew
Wow.
that.
Good for him.
Yeah, so this is a little interesting. This one.
Dr. D is above Pokemon, no?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I had
Okay.
a feeling. I was like, fuck.
Yes.
Wow.
She's up there, but it's weird because average viewers is a completely different story.
Yeah, I have a question.
Oh, yeah,
XQC
viewership
is
is-
XQC. Well, what place is XQC?
XQC has risen a lot. He's like at 3.1 or something now million.
No, I meant like what place? Like
I
top
think
10?
he's like top 50. I think he's like 14th now.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
'Cause
There's like
I
between 5 and 20, it's like a 200,000 people range.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. No, because I was gonna say, I'm like,
That's
I
super
watch a lot. Like, I know like all the big streamers, so I was like, XQC literally averages like 25 to 30K a day. So
Yeah,
I was like,
and
I
you gotta
really
remember,
thought
though-
he'd be way up. I know it's like recent. Yeah.
That's recent, and it's like not only that, he's not for people with following. Usually, it's like they're known for a specific game.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's where they get tons of following, except for with the
See, I'd say that.
except for
but
Summit.
Wouldn't you think that like,
And
okay,
even-
let's say like XQC and someone with a game, like a certain game following, like started at the same time. XQC plays every game. Like he plays like every game, so he has followers from every platform.
That's
like
why
every
he's
like
so consistent. Yeah.
No, exactly. That's why I'm like, that's why it's sick. This man can play fucking, I don't even know. He can play checkers on stream, and
He literally
probably
does.
Yeah, like no,
He's done
literally,
everything.
Like, and he probably averaged like fucking 25K.
Dude, him, Soda, and Lyric can do whatever they want.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, whatever they want. And they
Wait,
will.
some kid in the chat said he's playing chess right now. Is he actually?
There's no way.
He's not.
Wait, how
come on,
many
he's not
viewers
playing
does he
chess.
have? Wait, I can check.
Okay. All right.
Is he actually playing chess right now?
Yeah, he's playing chess for 28,000 viewers. Like, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Okay. I can see why you guys would think that. Yeah.
Like,
All right.
holy shit.
We're still playing a game, so it
All right,
is
all right.
3-2 Paul,
Let's go.
three points for Paul, and
Okay.
2 for Classy. All right, question number 2.
Okay.
Another
Paul,
Twitch
you're going.
question.
All right. Let's get it.
Which Twitch channel is the only channel with more than 1 billion views? What Twitch channel has more than 1 billion views? There's only one.
I know.
Classify. Go ahead.
It's the CS:GO one. It's the CS:GO channel. I'm pretty sure it's like, I don't know the channel name, but it's something with like the CS:GO like main channel. That one.
Interesting. Okay. That's a pretty good get. I feel like the obvious answer is Ninja's channel. Like it's got to be Ninja. Gotta be.
Okay.
1 billion? It's gotta be. Yeah.
So classy.
Yeah.
CSGO is actually second.
Oh.
It's 800 million. The only one with over 1 billion views is
Is it
Riot
Ninja?
Games.
Riot
Games.
League of Legends. All the League of Legends events, like, dude, have like 600,000 viewers every time.
Bro, no, see, my ass really, like, I knew it was some type of gaming channel. I really thought it was a CS one. It's because I used to look it up. I looked it up once before, and I remember I was like, damn, like, top 2 channels aren't even, like, channels, you know? Like, they're not, like,
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, they're not people. Yeah, well, you got to remember, like, their events, like, how many viewer hours those events are just bigger than any person can get. So they just get way, way, way ahead. And that and the League one has been around like since the beginning of Twitch.
Yeah.
Like, Riot's had one since. So like even Fortnite couldn't catch it. Fortnite's like 4th.
He said Ninja. I was like,
Yeah.
ah.
I didn't know. I don't know. Where does Ninja place in
good
that?
guess. I think he's like 5th.
That's okay.
So he's like, as people know, I think he's number 1.
Yeah.
Well,
100%.
I mean, I remember when Twitch obviously first started, it was like nothing could dethrone League. If a game just came out like that day, midnight, it would like replace League for 30 minutes and then immediately go back down to second place.
Well, you had to remember, the Ninja before Ninja was Faker. Remember, Faker would be like, oh, I'm going to stream for 40 minutes tonight. All right, cool, 250,000 viewers. We're like, what?
Yes.
He's like, he didn't read a chat for a second, like not even a second. He just played
stream?
one game of League.
Wait,
he doesn't. He's pro. He wouldn't even stream that much. He'd stream like once a month.
Wow.
Oh, no, I'm
And
saying,
he
like,
was
this, I don't really know in person, but does he, like, still stream or no?
Actually, I haven't seen him stream in a long time, so I don't even know. I'm
Yo,
gonna be
you
honest.
turned it on right now. How much do you think he'd average?
He'd be over 100. I think he would
get huge numbers.
He's the most famous League player in the world.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I've heard of him. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
really a big, like, League person, but I've heard of him a lot.
Yeah, he is. He's like the Ronaldo of League in Korea. He's huge.
So we both got 0 points for that, right?
So you're up 3-2. All right.
I
This
mean,
one is multiple choice, worth 5 points if you get it right. So you both have opportunity to get the points. Okay. Another Twitch question: how many daily active users does Twitch have? Is it A, 8 million? Is it B, 15 million? Is it C, 26 million? Or is it D, 124 million?
Jeez.
Can I hear B and C again?
15 million is B, and C is 26 million.
Do we answer at the same time?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can answer whenever you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna say B. 15 million.
Honestly, yeah, that looks like a good. I was gonna say that too. I was like, it looks like a good like middle ground.
Yeah,
You are-
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Paul.
I was just gonna say those two last ones, C and D, just seem astronomical.
Nah, yeah, literally, like I'm like that's just too much. Cause the way I think about it like this, all the top streamers have like what 30K. There's no way it goes
Yeah.
anywhere above like.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's so
15's
top
good.
heavy.
15's good.
Yeah.
All right.
It is 15. You're both correct.
Oh shit.
Congratulations. 5 points each. It is
the
now 8-7, Paul. Close game here.
Ooh.
Close game.
Okay.
All right. Question 4. We have a
Yeah.
Twitter question.
Ooh.
As of February 28th, 2020, who is the most followed person on Twitter?
Oh no.
I know it's a.
I mean, it's like these questions are like, I should know this.
No, no, trust me, I know this because I looked it up before. But it was some weird ass celebrity. It was like Lady Gaga.
Is that your guess?
Yeah, I think it's Lady Gaga.
I think it's Frosty. No. I'm gonna say it's, I don't know his name or the @, but I'm gonna say it's one of the co-creators of Twitter.
Nah, Jack. He has 1 million some or 2 million some. I think.
You sure?
Yeah. Wait, why am I helping you? No, no, you can say that.
This isn't a Tom from Facebook or MySpace situation.
Do you auto follow when you join Twitter?
No.
No.
Okay, damn it. All right, never mind. I'm gonna say The Rock.
The Rock. That's a good answer. Both very wrong though. It is Barack Obama.
It's Barack Obama.
Barack Obama is
We
the
suck.
#1 fallen. Okay, hey, you can have an extra point though if one of you can guess within 5 million of how much he has. If you're within 5 million of the number, I'll give you a point.
Fuck all that noise. I don't follow him.
I'm gonna say he has 40 million.
Okay, that's completely wrong. No, like that was a terrible guess. That was just a terrible guess.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to shit on his answer, but that was just a terrible guess. I'm gonna
Well,
say.
yeah, put up yours, dude, or shut up.
No, it's got to be over 100. Fuck. I think like 102. I'll say 102.
Close. 102, but not quite close enough. 113.3 million followers
Oh
for
my
Barack Obama.
God, Obama! Damn, relax.
Yeah, he doing it, dude.
Damn, 100.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So
Barack Obama's 100.
So it's
He's 115.
He's got well. This is as of February 26th, 28th.
Jeez.
Yeah. So,
Bro,
That's actually insane.
So this next question, I'm super excited for because I can't wait.
Wait. How close was I with Lady Gaga?
Lady Gaga's like I think she's
She
top
gotta
10.
be top 3. No, I like she
Really?
has. Well, I thought you had the list. My bad.
I don't have the list in front of me. I kind of like wrote all this stuff, the questions out in custom. But okay, so moving on to 5.
yes,
Okay.
of course. Sorry.
Everyone knows that Despacito is the top viewed YouTube video of all
Yes,
time.
sir.
But do you know which video is second? It's a multiple choice.
Okay, I think all right.
I'm gonna list these to you. Okay.
Yeah, let's hear
Is
it.
it Gangnam Style by Psy? Sorry by Justin Bieber. Hello by Adele. These are all music videos, obviously. Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. Or Masha and the Bear, Recipe for Disaster. It's like a weird Russian. Yeah, you're Russian too. It's like a Russian.
It's actually elite. I watched that cartoon, bro.
Masha and the Bear, Recipe for Disaster.
Bro, I watched that cartoon. That cartoon
It's a
is
song
elite.
from the show. Yeah, it's a song from the show.
Oh my gosh.
Is it A, Gangnam Style, B, Sorry, C, Hello, D, Shape of You, or E, Masha and the Bear?
I already know this. I'm not gonna.
Go ahead,
I'm gonna
dude.
wait. I'm gonna wait till ActionJaxon replies because I already know the answer. Just because I told you I'm a nerd with statistics. I would like look up when I'm bored.
All the stuff. Yeah, I had an. I thought you might, and that's why I made
No, I
this
don't.
game for you, bro.
All right, I'm gonna say sorry, Justin Bieber.
I think it's Shape of You.
It is Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. Justin
Shape of
Bieber.
You?
Sorry, Justin Bieber. 8th. Gangnam Style is 6th. Hello is 18th. And Masha and the Bear, Recipe for Disaster is 4th.
Bro, Masha and the Bear smacks though. That cartoon's elite.
Masha and the Bear?
12 to 8. Classy's got the lead. Let's see if Paul can pull this out. All right, question number 6. This is a big
42
one.
million views?
This is a big one, guys.
Gosh. All right.
So another one. If you can answer, you get a point for each answer you get right. And then if they're in order, you get +2. All right? Alrighty.
Alrighty.
What are the top 5 most viewed games on Twitch?
Oh boy.
Okay, that should be easy.
Yeah, go ahead,
I
class.
have. Okay, I'm gonna say League of Legends. Fortnite, obviously. Overwatch was pretty big, but I don't know if I'd say Overwatch. Fuck. I want to say COD, but wait, is just chatting a game?
No.
No.
Okay. Then I'll say.
Come on.
I'll say COD and Dota 2.
All right. I'm gonna say. Yep. I'm gonna say League, Fortnite, Call of Duty, Black Ops 3. I get specific on that one. Ops 3. So I said what? League. Immediately forget. League, Fortnite, COD, Ops 3. Frick. CS:GO.
Fuck. Forgot that one.
Fuck!
No, that's literally a top 5 game. Like, how did I forget CS? Damn. No, yeah, you're definitely. he definitely just smoked me on that bitch.
All right. Paul, what's your last one?
Okay, all right. My last one. God, I freaking forgot even what I said. All right.
You said League, Fortnite, Black Ops 3, CS:GO.
Let's go. And then my last one's probably gonna be. Frick. That's such a hard one. God damn it. I'm gonna say. WoW? No, R63. R63. Random.
Paul,
R63.
3 out of 5.
Okay.
Classy, 2 out of 5. You're about to get really, really surprised right now.
Oh
And
my
I was
god.
surprised by this too.
Okay.
League of Legends,
Of course.
Yeah.
Fortnite, and they're way ahead of everybody else.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
CS:GO is 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Tarkov is
No way!
GTA 5 is 5th.
Tarkov.
In total, because GTA 5 has been out for so long, and it had that revival where like everyone was playing
Bro.
Yes.
for like
Tarkov.
10 hours at a time. And Tarkov's that weekend is like was up there with some of Fortnite's like big weekends. Like, not kidding. The number of people playing Tarkov for those 2 weeks.
Wait.
The drop day.
You're saying overall, like in the history of Twitch, Tarkov is in the top 5 most watched games?
Yep.
Holy.
That's
That many,
nuts.
dude. What?
That's wild.
Bro, who let Lupo's game, man?
You know, Tarkov's been out for a while.
No,
now,
it's been
like
out
2.5
for a really
years.
long time, but
Yeah,
I just know
it
that
has
like, out
been.
of everyone who played it that I watched, Lupo has been always like he's literally been on the Tarkov wave before like anyone that I even know.
Oh yeah.
So he was hype as fuck when that came when it like kind of like got big.
That's a straight viewership. Like, what is that?
It was I think it was viewer hours.
Your hours, gotcha.
So like I think that the nature of the game too, as a big like right, you play GTA, you don't play GTA 5.
Oh yeah, GTA 5. That was our
True.
bad. We should.
You know.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
and honestly, I think that's GTA 5 is a bigger one at night too. Like so, like in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
It's up there on the list.
GTA 5 makes
those
perfect sense
two.
to me.
And this was obviously this was a list broken down. It didn't say like the last year. It didn't say any of this on it. So that I mean, there's a chance. But according to the list I had, I don't think that either Black Ops definitely 3 was not anywhere close. So I don't even know
okay, all
where the hell
right.
it is. All right. So just for the sake of the game,
Yeah.
what was it? It was 12 to 8.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's 14 to 11.
Oh.
Well, I'm nuts. So
So
I'm insane.
you're down by 3. So class was winning. So the last question, final question, it's a double bonus. If you get both of the answers, you get 10 points. So scroll the marbs.
What's the point of other questions then? This ain't about to beat me in one question.
What are the names
Yeah.
of the full names of the 2 founders of Twitch?
Oh,
What are
come
their
on.
full names?
Who knows
Come
this?
on, dude. Is
Any
there multiple
real-
choice?
I know one.
No, because you'll know it immediately.
Oh,
Of course you know one.
I know.
Do you know that one's last name?
No, nobody knows their last name.
If I heard it, I would know, but I don't know it. Like, oh yeah, let me just
How have
sample
you never
fact
heard
this.
these people's names?
I've
Actually,
heard
when I
their
say
names,
them,
Trevor, I just don't know them off the top of my head.
It's like
you
saying
should because they're your overlords.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Bezos is my overlord.
all right, you can get the first name of one. I'll give
hey,
you both
my,
5 points.
my overlord is Jack Dorsey.
There you go.
There it
Good
is.
point.
I know his name.
Fair.
Shit.
That's fair.
So, what do we got? Throw out names. What's the one we know?
Justin.
Okay.
Okay, for Justin TV, that's fair. Nice.
All right, you both don't know, do you? All right.
I'm gonna say. Hold on.
Okay.
One of the first names that's coming to mind is it's a T name. It's Travis. I'm gonna say Travis.
Okay, we'll go first names. Do you have a guess on the first name, the second person classy?
I literally
Guess a name.
TV.
TV. Yeah, we were talking about names earlier before the show started, and he was really bad at that, guessing just random names.
Bro.
Just say names.
Bro, I literally don't know. Like, I don't know. I just know. I don't even know. I only know the first one because someone used to tell. Like, I wasn't even around at this time, but someone said it was like Justin TV or something. So I'm guessing that one of them is named Justin.
Yeah.
So the second one got to be named TV.
Nope. That isn't. That's really horrible logic, and you deserve to lose for that. But you're gonna win. So you both get 5 points. Their names are Justin Kahn, which is Justin from Justin TV, and Emmett Shear. Emmett Shear has spoken. Yes, Emmett Shear has spoken to TwitchCon. You probably have seen him a lot.
Yeah.
And I knew both their names.
Once I heard the name, I knew it. I just.
Emmett Shear
I've never heard of Emmett Shear.
and Justin Kahn are the co-founders of Twitch and Justin TV.
That was ridiculous.
The winner is Classify wins the game and
Oh, come on.
Susan.
That was Susan never thought. Hey, Susan, you never thought I'd be here, huh? You never thought
You
I'd
ain't
win.
Susan.
I love that we pick something at the show and then we just keep going back to it. My favorite thing.
Susan.
My favorite thing. Thanks for playing the game. I like making them quizzes fun, and I can make it more pointed.
Quiz. That was a hard quiz.
It was hard. I was excited. I was super excited to do it.
Bro, fucking Tarkov.
Yeah, dude, Tarkov, dude.
That was the last game that I was gonna guess. I was an idiot for not guessing CS though.
Yeah, you were for sure, 100%. Super.
You
dumb.
lost. I want to hear.
Yeah, that's a good point. You did lose. Yeah, you lost bad. So we're totally breaking the don't back up from your mic.
Bro.
I don't want to hear you talking shit unless you're gonna win the map.
Bro.
Hey, who said that?
I just annihilated me from across the internet.
Who said that?
You lost. Oh my goodness! Thank you, Trevor, for the game. You did a great job.
That was fun.
Shout out to Trevor. All right, Classify. We do this section of the podcast where we like to give a little shout out, a little love to a content creator, whether it's Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, doesn't matter where it is. But maybe someone that you've been consuming or you've enjoyed their content, and you want to give them a little shout out. So take some time to think about it. It's totally fine if you don't have anyone at all. I've been there before. But we'd like to kind of get this started off. So my content creator I've been watching recently, and I just feel like I've been sucked in, like I'm just completely taken over by Tarkov, but it is what it is. His name is Operator Drewski. Operator Drewski on Twitter and Twitch and also YouTube. He does some really, really interesting and really fun Tarkov videos. He does a really good voiceover on it too. So he's just very entertaining. He does a really good job and is pretty good at the game as well. So he'll try out different gun modifications and different gun setups and see how they operate. And I think he's just really entertaining to watch. So I've been watching a lot of his videos on YouTube. That's Operator Drewski, DREWSKI, Operator Drewski on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Operator Drewski. So it's my shout out for the week. Trevor, do you have someone that you want to give a little love to? A little shout out? Trevor?
I was muted somehow.
Hello? I was like,
I don't even know how that was possible. Interesting.
Nicely done.
Cut it and act like I just
Spoke water right. Thank you. Doing post. So my recommendation for those of you that are missing baseball as much as I do, I'm actually missing baseball. And there's a channel that I recently saw and that I've been watching a lot on my side monitor where I've been doing other stuff called Made the Cut. It's a bunch of just spliced up highlight videos of funny stuff that's happened in baseball, like bloopers and like crazy homers that were windblown and were foul and they came back and then it was a homer and everyone's like, haha, pitcher, you suck. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's Made the Cut. Good little channel if you're missing baseball. I know some people listening to the pod are baseball fans. So if you're missing it, you can get a little bit of that, a little bit of the nostalgia and the fill from baseball YouTube, and that's a good one.
Wait, what's the name of it? What's the name of the channel?
Made the Cut.
Made the Cut.
All 3 words.
Love it. Nice. A little baseball reference there. I like that. Classify. Do you have anyone that you've been watching recently? Anyone that you like? Want to give a little shout out to? Content creator, big, small, doesn't matter.
Yeah. I actually have like this friend who struggled ever since he was a kid. And I'm like, he's like really funny, and I think he's kind of underrated in his field. He's like super special, and you know, like streaming really helps him like show love to the people, and just he's like an overall good guy. Many people joining his stream, they might see some sort of like crazy person, but honestly, like I think he's like a really like down to earth dude. His Twitch name's Frosty, but like I hope.
Oh my god, that was great.
I knew it, bro.
I hope he gets the light that he deserves at these dark times.
God, I just hope he unlocks that
Lock
door.
your damn door, dude.
I hope he unlocks that door. Yeah, not enough lotion in the world for Frosty.
Anyway, and not to be confused with the delicious treat from Wendy's, it's spelled Froste, Frosty.
Bro,
Frosty.
that kid PM in the chat sniped my shit. He already said, "Oh God, it's Frosty." I'm like, what?
How do you know already? He just knows, dude. Telegraphed it. You freaking telegraphed it, man.
Oh my god,
he's funny, and you might see Classify on a stream as well as Avalanche Jamaica too.
That's FROS.
No, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I think his stream's like really underrated. Like he averages like 500 viewers, but I think he should be like he's the type of streamer that should be averaging like 1,000.
Yeah, he's really in that XQC vein.
No, exactly. Like literally, that's why I'm like every minute there is just like entertainment. So like, shit, if there's like a free ad for him, I'll put. I don't care if he's averaging a lot of viewers. I'll push for it.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and if you hate made beds, like best place for you to be. If you love blankets just piled into a ball, just hanging on stuff, and
to be
crap
fair,
everywhere.
His bed hasn't been in his background for like 2 months.
There you go. Well, perfect. I'm glad he hid that because it was gross.
He moved that shit to the side just so he wouldn't have to make it.
Like he made it before ever.
Yeah, but now no one can say it's not made.
That's a good point. Smart. He's evolving.
No, on God, that bitch adapting.
Oh my god. Dude,
Well,
can I'm sorry, this is really random.
No,
I just thought of this. I loved it. I just told my wife it because my wife is so Classify. We met in LA when I stopped by for Nate Shot's girlfriend's birthday.
Yeah.
You were super chill, and you were telling me how you're like, yeah, I don't even have like any big flex shoes or anything like that. Like I don't have any like Jordans. Like I just have these like Jordans that have like 100 Thieves on them or something like that. That's like all it was. And but then like I followed you on Instagram like a couple weeks later, maybe a month later, you posted this picture of you like decked out, just like Supreme, and like you had like Jordan 1s on. I was like, all right, well he really stepped up. I appreciate the game. And you had this saying on there. It was a caption, and I told my wife because she's Jewish, and it was so good. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, she called me Jewish because she know this drip is real.
Jesus Christ. He's like, yeah, I remember that. It took me 3 days to think of it.
It took me 3 seconds to look at someone else's caption and yoink.
Oh my god. Yoink.
Yoinked it. Oh my
that
God.
caption's like iconic. It's been like everyone. It's like a really known caption.
I had never seen it up into that point. And I was like, yo, this is the best caption I've seen. I told my wife, because I guess she's Jewish. I was like, honey, you got to read this. This is so good. She's like, I don't get it. And I was like, is real Israel. It's like, that was stupid. That was great.
No, it's funny.
No,
It's good.
yeah.
I just thought that just now.
Doesn't
Sorry,
sound good.
way off track.
No, yeah. I'm like, my dad's Jewish. Anyone give me some flack for that caption? I'll be like, oh, I'll pull up them as whatever the start right now. I have it.
I'll show you the ancestry.com printout right now.
I'll email it.
Show you the PDF.
Ugh.
Sorry.
Nice.
No, literally.
Nice. Well, we have come to the end of the show. It only took forever. It always does. I love this. We just freaking vibe. It's great. This is such a great podcast. What a great thing we've made.
Look at us.
So, Classy, you got anything coming up? Anything any events, any merch, any YouTube videos, any like premieres, any drops, anything?
Yeah,
anything?
actually.
What do you got?
I'm really excited for this. This is the one thing that I'm like, all right, like I said, you know how I was like, YouTube's like a really hard platform to kind of just like get big on. And I hope that like, God, like, I don't know what's going to happen. It could tank, it could not tank. But Valerian, I'm really like hoping on the Valerian content to like do good. Just because this was the first time I'm, like we signed for like content creation, not like analysis or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, I took the time to just record like 2 videos, like only on all the characters in Valorant and then all the guns in Valorant.
Oh.
So I'm like, you know, like kind of like a T Martin type of video.
Yeah,
so I'm like, hey, you never know, maybe like it might blow up and get like 1 million views just from like people. It's a new game. People want to know what the characters are like in it or like what the guns are like. So I'm like, I made 2 videos and I'm really excited to drop them tomorrow. So I'm like, maybe they'll do good, maybe they'll do bad, but that's literally like kind of like what I'm excited for in the upcoming couple days.
I love that, dude. They'll do
I'm
good.
gonna check them out.
No, yeah, that's
it's
why
the
I'm
only
like,
the video with the gameplay. Like it's gonna do great.
no, but that's the thing. It's like, no, it's not really gameplay. It's like, it's just using the. Oh wait, what do you mean gameplay? I'm confused.
Like showing kind of the things.
Yeah. Like so, like I went through every character, showed all their abilities, talked about all their abilities, and same thing with the guns. Like I showed the recoil pattern. Like that's why I'm like, I never tried a video like that, but I was like, I might as well try it.
It's great.
Yeah. Why not, dude?
People are gonna
Smart.
love that.
And not only that, you have a leg up. Like you're gonna go, and there's only even if every single person that got to go play the alpha, the closed stuff, and made that video, you'd still be only one of like a handful of videos. Like
that's why
there
I'm
only
like,
can be a few. So it's a great time to do it, man. Perfect. Smart.
That's awesome.
And I don't know why the whole chat. All right, there. I don't know if they told me to do it.
I love it. I love that chat is driving the pod. Awesome. Shut up, chat. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Awesome. So that's great. Moving on. We now have 2 ways for you to get on the pod, guys. In addition to the review of the week, you can now ask MCA, hashtag ask MCA on Twitter when the next guest is announced. And I know for a fact that our next 3 guests, the next 3 weeks of guests, are all already planned. So we can actually get you this information early for once.
Locked in.
If you want to ask one of those people a question, ask it on Twitter with the hashtag AskMCA, and we will see it. We might just pick one of your questions to ask them, and then you'll be famous. So why not?
That's how it works.
And before we go, let's give a shout out of our review of the week from Jamie Bart. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Who said, "You guys are hilarious. I found Ninja, then that led me to Lupo and Tim," which I assume this isn't written here, but it led him to us. Which led me, oh, never mind. It is written here. I'm an idiot. The next sentence, which led me to both of you guys. Wow. We're at the bottom of the pyramid. This is great. Born and raised in Minnesota, and that makes my love for Trevor very immense, and that he is a Twinkie. You know, that has nothing to do with why I chose this. It's, you know, he's just really nice.
Yeah.
Keep making the pods because they may contain action.
Someone told me the bottom of your pyramid might be the top of someone else's. That's some
There
real
you go,
shit.
dude.
Ooh.
Yeah. Pyramid scheme. Yeah.
Love that.
Literally the premise of a pyramid scheme.
Wow. No, that's deep. That's deep.
Everyone below you can make you money. Every person you add to the pyramid makes you money. Just sorry, that's a boomer joke. That's my second one of the day. I'll stop. That's my quota.
Please stop.
Very kind. That was very nice of you, Jamie. Thank you so much for your kind words. And don't forget to leave your own review if you want to make the pod or just be a nice person. Right?
There you go.
5 stars are always appreciated on anywhere that you can rate the show. I believe that's iTunes or Apple Podcasts. This is not 2009 and Google Play. We really appreciate it. Leave a review. You can now listen on all major carriers of podcasts, including Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud. You can now watch the video on YouTube. Also, by commenting on the YouTube, you can also get on the show. We have our own YouTube channel now. The May Contain Action podcast is by itself under that name. Every full episode is there, and every new one will come out Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Well, not all of them, but
it's gonna be.
It's going to be linked. You're going to see it, and then if you consume the content on YouTube,
it's going to be
on its own channel. Don't forget to sub. You'll never miss anything. Classy.
Sub right now. What? Oh, sorry.
I love that. Sub to the show and to everyone's channels involved with the show. Thank you. Where can everyone find you? Twitter, Instagram, anything you want. Any socials? What are our socials?
It's just classified. Just the word is CLASSIFY on Twitter. It's Classified Mob on YouTube, and that's pretty much the main ones, I think. Or I don't know. I don't care for Instagram, so I think that's it.
Yeah, it's weird. Avalanche was like, I don't care about Twitter. He picked one he didn't like either. And also follow the mob at the mob.
Yeah, actually, if anything, screw me, follow the mob.
Both.
Both.
I love that. You and Avalanche both said they're like, forget about me, just follow the mob, please.
Yeah.
Follow the mob, man. Do it. It's funny. Good. Do it. I am Trevor May, and my handle is IamTrevorMay on Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok, even though I haven't made one in 2 weeks. Remember last week when I said that I had one, I was going to make it that night? I didn't do it.
Nice.
Andrew was right. I didn't do it. I actually did. So
you're consistent.
Maybe next time.
Probably not.
I have Trevor May Baseball as my second YouTube channel. If you're into the baseball thing, missing baseball, I'm going to be doing a bunch of new stuff for that soon. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then on Instagram, I am TrevMay65. And Paul?
I am Paul, aka ActionJaxon. You can find me on twitch.tv/ActionJaxon, ActionJaxon. You can find me on Twitter, the same handle. You can find me on Instagram at ActionJaxonBTW. It's my name with a BTW at the end. TikTok, same thing, ActionJaxonBTW. I'll make one eventually. I don't want to talk about it. And is that it? That's all the platforms. I nailed it.
That's all the platforms.
Oh, YouTube. YouTube.com/ActionJaxon.
I was like, once this Corona stuff is over, we should go to a baseball game. I've never been to a sports game ever.
100%. Never been to a sports game.
I'm in LA, bro. We play the Angels there. We play the Dodgers there, dude. I'm in squad out.
I've literally any sport. I've never been to a game ever.
You're missing out, bro. It'll be nice too. Yeah. It'll be all summery and nice.
That's really bold of you to assume this is gonna end by summer.
Okay, okay. You know, it is kind of my job. I kind of need the money from it. Before we go, last thing that I need to say before we go is something. Okay. And now I can't remember what it was. Oh, so awkward. Whatever. I was going to say, I'll tweet it to you, but that's what it was going to be, actually, which is hilarious. Tweet Classify that you like the show. If you like the show,
tweet him.
Tweet him. He loves it when you tweet him.
Tweet at him.
Big Twitter guy, this guy.
Loves Twitter, Classify.
So interact with us
right now.
We love talking. If you need us, hit us up on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever. We love talking to you guys. All right. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you for having me. This was actually like just a sign. This was like amazing. Like that was 2 hours. That felt like 10 minutes. Like we just talked nonstop. This was a great show. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
It was a pleasure to have you on, man. Seriously, thank you.
You both are kings.